We're being trolled, ladies and gentlemen. We're being trolled. This is a troll. This is a joke. It's cool, but it's we're being debated, and they know what they're doing with this debate. So we're gonna break down this dev block that just came out. There's something that I need to talk about because this is getting silly. It's getting silly, and I'm not talking Jay silly. Let's get right to the action here. So hello, wonderful people, and welcome back to the Midseason 9's Director's Take. And this is probably the most important Director's Take in a long time because this is the first like real iteration of a new game, if you will, for Overwatch 2. So I think what Aaron's gonna say, like, I would say this is the first time the game's really been in the Team 4's hands. So I'm curious what they're going to say. Let's get right into it. This season had the most significant changes to the game that we've made in a long time. When we launched Season 9 in February, we want to make sure they kept an eye on your feedback and to react to what we saw. We had 2 great patches so far, and we have another one, which is quite the stunner, coming up next week. Let's get right into that. No, wait. Let's talk about where we're at and then get into that. The changes made this season were designed to address multiple issues in the game, based largely in part on your feedback. We're happy with how these modifications have shifted the game, but there are 2 areas we want to improve. The damage passive and how some individual heroes have landed after the shakeup. We think the direction we're heading in is correct, but that some changes still need to be ironed out. Okay. Let's see. Let's start with the damage passive. It's had quite a big impact on the game, and it was designed to push our damage heroes into the forefront of a fight, which needed to happen. In terms of securing kills, it's definitely doing this. Overwatch is about eliminating the opponents and sending them back to spawn, so we think it's healthy for damage heroes to have a large impact here, but it may have been pushed a bit too far. There can be some moments where it feels a bit dangerous, even as a tank, to expose yourself, or where your health can burn down quicker than expected when being healed. Definitely lower ranked players felt that more. I mean, when you get up to the higher ranks, like, you see me like hard resetting. Like, people don't understand how important it is to literally not take damage, right? After you do something, you don't have cooldowns, go hide in a corner for like 3 or 4 seconds, right? That's what you have to do. You can't stay up. So lower ranked players were probably feeding their brains out, probably felt miserable as a support. So let's see. One of the goals of the recent health increase was to soften some of the burst damage in the game. This is one of those effects that can be very difficult to tune just right, so we're going to take a small step back in the next patch and lessen the healing reduction from 20 to 15%. That's actually good. Okay. We'll keep an eye on it and go from there. That's actually a good change. With balance, we're touching roughly half the heroes in this roster this patch. The power of heroes moved around a lot this season, and while we think this type of change can be healthy for the game, we'd still like to see that all heroes feel viable. We'll release the full set of patch notes in a few days, but I'd like to get into a few more notable changes that we're making here. On the support side, we're making fairly significant buff to Ana's grenade, which got nerfed a ton, which it really wasn't that strong of an ability. It was just easy to land in 5v5, right? Its damage and healing will move from 60 to 90 health to give her more self-survivability. Ana's an interesting hero, but one of the most played in the entire game, so we're hoping this adjustment brings her to a place where she feels viable but not dominant. It's probably not going to. Again, the nade, like, if her healing numbers are still the same, like, she's just not, it's not going to do a whole lot, right? Like, her nano build rate is insanely slow now, and, like, her primary fire is just really bad. So she's just, I don't think that's going to do a whole lot to Ana, but I do think she's underrated. I just think in most ranks, people don't stabilize properly, so, like, if you don't stabilize properly, let your Ana heal you, she's just going to be really bad. So, looks like Life Weaver's getting some buffs as well. Maximum heal from 70 to 80. I don't think Weaver should get buffed. Like, I think Weaver, if Weaver is good, the game is bad every time. Like, every time. Like, and he's fun to play. Like, I've played a lot of Weaver. I enjoy playing Life Weaver, but like, I can tell, like, when he's good, he's just a bad hero for the game. He just is. Like, the way he heals needs to get changed. It's too aimbotty. It's too easy. It's aimbot, but for supports, and you just don't want that to happen, right? At no risk either when he's just sitting in the back of the map. Okay, Doomfist and Mauga are 2 of the tanks getting a tune-up. Oh, God. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Both of them underrated. I severely underrated both of them in my tier list. Doom, it looks like Doom ult is going to get a minimum damage increase from 15 to 50. It's probably not going to do a whole lot. Okay. Okay. Doom, Meteor Strike might be pretty good. I'm reading this right now. Ultimately, we want Meteor Strike to give Doomfist or his team the ability to follow up and secure eliminations more reliably. Buffing Doom is scary right now. I underrated him big time because dive is super good. And I think, like, just in general, because he can build over health, right? And that's the big thing that I missed. He's able to, like, get additional health that doesn't need to be healed. And that gives him a big advantage over here, like Roadhog or something, right? So, Mauga, Cardiac Overdrive. Okay, this is the best, like, tank ability in the game right now. Its duration will decrease from 5 to 4, and its cooldown will go down from 12 to 10. That's really good, actually. Oh my god. It will fill his passive overhealth by 100. It'll fill his passive overhealth. Does he get 100 shields for using it? We want the ability to be more reliable and more consistently give Mauga additional survivability. I don't know about that. If you press E and get 100 overheal, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's what it does. We'll wait and see, but that would be broken if it did that. Mauga is insanely underrated right now, by the way. He also will give a buff to his overrun. The stomp will go from 45 to 60 damage. It's already good. I wouldn't have touched him yet, but oh well. Looks like Wrecking Ball is getting a rework as well, but we have a small rework coming to our lovable yet deranged hamster in Season 10, so we'll see what they do with that. So Tuesday, March 12th is when that's going to come out, as well as Cowboy Bebop. This is where it gets interesting, guys, and we are getting trolled by the devs. The devs, make no mistake, folks. The devs are trolling us here. This is troll. This is so troll. We're also going to be rerunning our next quick play hack later this season. This one is called Double Trouble, and it removes... Hold on. And it removes the one hero limitation in game. Roll queue will still be active, but this means that players can choose between two of the same hero for both damage and support roles. The hero limit was something that was implemented in Overwatch early into the original launch. At the time, we didn't have roll queue in the game, and players could create a wave of 5 Winstons and a support. We called this strategy the Quinston, and it won our first internal tournament. However, now that we do have roll queue in the game, the possibility of creating comps like this is gone, giving players more freedom in which hero they choose, and more creatively putting in comps together could be great. We can't wait to see what you all come up with. Why are we wasting our time with this, guys? Why are we wasting our time with this? I get it. It's fun and silly. And you know, if they, like, okay. If they want to do fun and silly, I don't want to, like, sit here and flame them for it. Because that's not, like, sure, it can be fun and silly. But, like, with all the discourse that's been going on, are we really going to get no hero limits before we try 6v6? Or an actually balanced 5v5 open queue with, like, a preferred roll queue? Really? I'm not even going to rage about this. I'm just going to, listen, whenever we acted up as kids, right, there was an alliance of moms where if one of the guys, if we acted up in front of any of the moms, every mom knew, and we were fucked, right? Like listen, we couldn't get away with anything. And I will never forget Mrs. Van Balen, okay? If she ever saw us acting up, she would hit us with this look right here. Ready? And we knew we were in trouble, baby, okay? Like, if she hit you with that, no, we're in trouble. What are we doing here, guys? Come on. Come on. Yeah, like, listen, I like Quick Play Hack. I'm not trying to shit on Quick Play Hack. That's not what I'm doing. But of all the things we could have tried, we can't try. The best thing we try is picking the same, like, 2 Moiras, guys. Come on. Come on. No, we don't want, nobody wants this. Nobody asked for this. Nobody. So could we maybe try something that could be relevant to the game's future instead of this clownery? Like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like Quick Play Hacked has way more potential and promise than trying, like, just stupid shit like this. Like, this is just stupid. We don't have to do this. Right? So I don't know, man. We're getting trolled a little bit by the devs. Trolled by the devs might be the thumbnail or title for this video. The devs are trolling us. They're trolling us. I don't know. The patch looks interesting though. I'm curious to see what more they do on that one. But yeah, quick little reaction here. I mean, you know, Quick Play Hack good. It just seems like the mode has kind of been wasted on the first 2 tries on just like stupid stuff that, like, it's like, why? Right? I'd like to see them do something that could be taken a little bit more seriously than I'm getting trolled. I just want to try 6v6. I just want to try 6v6 once. Anyway, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. Take care. Peace out.